I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to quit it with the today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is notice y'all was hate. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run. You can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the you don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. She trying to link up.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Mexico City Diablos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 7, run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 38 yards on the scamper there. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, they go with Mostert again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flushed out right. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 3rd and 2. Jones got an open man finding Jefferson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Jones now. Off play action. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing Jones. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Quarterback. His pass complete to number 6. It's a gain of 5.
Second down. Love gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and helped. Their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Jones. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Diablos 7, Crusaders nothing.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Crusaders.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Love going to give this one to Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs.
At least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Jones to throw again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got it. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Switch.
From the gun, Jones. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Cook. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 39-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Decided to hand it off that.
Steady game.
Yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Jones now to throw on third down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Diablos 14, Crusaders 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Love looking to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown. George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, Jones. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Jones escaping the pressure right. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down. On first down, it's Cook. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And now time has run out on this first half. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured.
There he goes right side, and all the way in for the touchdown. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
To start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Yard line. Rashawn Gary drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie things at 17-all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Diablos 24, Crusaders 17. Set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Crusaders.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Check 26, check 26.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Crusaders.
They'll run it with Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Cook. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Jones. Steps away to his left. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Crusaders.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Working out of the gun, Love. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun, Love. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Crusaders.
From the gun, Love. Being chased out left. And this one is incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Number 6.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
First down, Crusaders.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Dancing to his and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
22. Down to lose 1. Hey, check 24.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. He's got it. The 39.
That's good.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 43 yards. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones lets it fly for Thielen, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This from long, very long range. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
party going up.